upwind. Now they've got to come and make their own offense upwind. What are they thinking about?
I don't think Maurizio Moore has to honestly do a lot of in-game coaching. I think that he's got this group of women who've been playing together for years. They've gotten so many reps together in high pressure situations, and he just has to go and remind them to play their game.
Ori gets the leg out, sorry, Slattery gets the leg up to try and stop that pass. Movement via Ferrero. Good to see her back on the pitch after she took an injury sub earlier in the game. Oh, that break was a little bit too much, a little unexpected as it came out fast. Lillian Weaver not seeing it until very late on. And Molly Brown with an opportunity for their 3rd point in a row, getting themselves back into the lead. They've recovered well in this second half. Schaffner on the brick mark. Across to Slattery. Hardesty cutting, but goes back to Taggart. Into the end zone, pressure, it's diving and it's down, and the wind, there was contact but no call. And Columbia Revolution have it back.
I think Maggie Chen's going to wish that she had bid just a little bit earlier before that Colombian Revolution defender did.
It was a dicey dish. Slattery couldn't quite get the hand to it, but just did enough to stop it from arriving in the hands of Cartagena. And Taggart for Molly Brown with another opportunity. That is a nice disc, but it rises on the breeze just a little bit too much.
One thing you'll see Gina Cartagena doing on the mark, you can tell that Revolution is really focusing on taking away the around. She's positioning her body to take away that around low backhand from Taggart, and she's checking over her inside shoulder to see what threats she needs to respond to in that inside lane.
I think there's going to be a timeout called here. Yes, there was. The battle cry from Jessie Schaffner when Molly Brown lost that disc. They were so determined and frustrated that they've lost the disc after having such a great opportunity to score. She's just shouting at the team with anger and frustration and encouragement. You said she was a field general, but really bossing the play out there.
You know, she's very fiery, you know, on and off the field in terms of what she brings to this team. She's going to do everything in her power to get her teammates super fired up and just ready to play defense and do their jobs and then get the disc back on their goal line.
Remember the first time we came across Schaffner on the international stage was under 23s, and I was chatting to Jolie Lang, photographer for Ulti-Photos, amazing photographer, and I was following her on Twitter, and she said, I've got another addition to my collection of Jessie Schaffner layout shots, because Jessie's layout form is just textbook, and she does it so consistently and throws herself around. You know, to look at her, she's not the tallest player by any means whatsoever, but the power, the spring, and her Callahan video, if you ever in need of some inspirational ultimate footage, go find Jessie Schaffner's Callahan nomination video. It's something very, very special. She brings a lot of spirit and energy to this team with her personality as well as with her play.
I mean, she's left her mark on every single team that she has played on in the women's division. I mean, she's just a real leader in US Ultimate on and off the field, and I'm not shocked that USA Ultimate chose her to be one of their Live Ultimate brand ambassadors, you know, to kind of follow and promote her as an athlete.
Initiation pass out to the sideline for Revolution. Looking around, Weaver to this near side, Fry. What a disc from Valeria, finds Cartagena downfield for the first time in a while. Looking back for some outlet, the stall count gradually getting higher. That disc is going to fly. There's going to be pressure underneath it. There was contact, she's kept it alive. Unbelievable action from down on the field, rescuing the disc. She threw it, she caught it, but there was contact in the middle. And now still riding the luck, Weaver with the disc now. For Revolution, if they can score this, they will know they have been in a tough fight. It's a pick call in the middle of the field and the disc will come back.
I'm actually kind of excited that the pick call happened because there were so many big plays that just happened. I kind of need to catch my breath up here in the commentary booth. I don't think I could have handled another big catch the reaction time after that disc had been tipped, the player on Revolution misread it, and she was able to just get her hands underneath that, react in the moment, and get it to keep the disc alive. We saw that big swing pass. You know, to see Slattery and Weaver have to go and attack the disc. You know, normally when the disc, when it gets windy like this, you know, the quality of play tends to decrease. I don't know. I think the wind is actually enhancing the excitement of this game.
It's definitely creating a lot of tension between these two teams. You have to sharpen up everything about your game in the wind. The slightest error is amplified. Air under the disc. So to clarify the rule, is if you're not sure, you cannot catch your own disc. But as soon as contact has been made by another player, then it's essentially another pass has occurred and you can then go and collect it again, which is what happened there. The Colombian player throwing it, it was tipped off the top of the stack and she went and caught the garbage that almost landed on the grass, just keeping it alive. Desperation stuff. The passion from this Revolution team wanting to win this one so badly against Molly Brown. And the call is going to stay where it is. Schaffner coming into mark. Cardenas to Torres. Torres fakes downfield. Cross to Valeria. Cartagena looking into the end zone. Can she find something here? Cuts coming, floats it to the back corner, and who's waiting there? And a pick has been called, and it will come back again. We get to see Valeria's Cardenas' celebration run, but it's no avail. It will be coming back out now.
You can tell that this group of Revolution players has been playing together for years because of the amount of trust they have. You can see them setting up cuts, you know, 1 or 2 passes before the disc gets to where they need to be. Looks like we have another pick call.
So Benji Haywood, our game advisor. He's one of a few full-time Ultimate professionals in the UK, coach of St Andrews University Ultimate team, and he also does some part-time work for the UK US competitions manager. Between those two, he manages to hold down a full-time job in Ultimate. We're very jealous of him.
I mean, what I wouldn't give to just be paid to do Ultimate all the time. Talk about a dream job.
Well, Robin's putting a CV out there right now. If you want to pay Robin to do full-time Ultimate somewhere in the world, I think she's keen.
It'd be best if it was in Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay, no moving away. We'll travel for 100 miles?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Timeout's been called down here on the field, and frankly, we could all use a bit of a breather. Revolution on the doorstep of
actually, I think
extending
Molly
their lead.
Brown rescinded their call.
Oh, so it's
they counted it as a goal, yeah.
My apologies.